half an hour late.
It's all right. It happens.
Yeah, it does.
Last time it was all me though.
No. Oh no.
It was pretty much all me. That was the one I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep.
That's what it was. Hey everybody, this is Grimcat, and we are here for some Dungeons and Dragons Friday. I forgot what day it was. We are playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and we are running through the Tomb of Annihilation. Really the jungle of Annihilation, I'd like to think, at this point at least. Haven't seen a lot of tombs so far.
Oh, it's out there. It is out there, and you guys have just heard about it.
That's true. We know it exists now. That's a big plus, honestly. As I mentioned, I am Grimcat. I am playing Riyadh Day, the now level 5 druid. Thank you very much. We are also joined today by Roland. Say hi, Roland.
Hi there. Hi there. I'm the now level 5 rogue, who is even more sneaky.
Now no one can hear him fall off bridges.
Yay!
We're also joined by Jake. Say hi, Jake.
Howdy.
And
That's salty that I rolled a number 1 before.
Oh man, don't even get me started. I'm so angry too. Like, both of us are the two supposed to be tanky guys. We both rolled a 1 for our HP.
And then the rogue on the other end of the scale.
So how much HP do you got, like, altogether? Because even though I rolled a 10, I don't think I've got that much HP.
We don't talk about those.
I'm a 39.
I'm assuming Jake's a bit lower than that.
Just have a look. See. Oh no, I'm sitting at 47. Okay.
Oh, he's so much
46.
tankier. Of course, and last but not least, we also have Gypsy.
Hello, I am the DM, and I will be commandeering this ship now.
I don't know why you say not there.
What's that?
Where I say,
I don't know why he says not.
ooh.
Shouldn't it be last and least?
Oh.
Oof. Quiet in the cheap seats, yeah? But no, just to reiterate, both of the twins are looking rather healthy at 52 and 55 HP each.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But of course,
Like, the
one of
twins are
them
looking
is
healthy?
still unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, one of them's looking healthy. The other one has definitely seen better days. But last week, which the viewers did not get to see,
Yes.
because someone slept in.
Yeah.
Last week we potted around and did so for a number of days lost before making it back to the Goblin Village. And we just spoke to Big Smart again, and he's brought you on somewhat of a adventure. It's taken a little under 2 weeks to get to something he referred to as a scary place, which has incidentally turned out to be a giant earth moat hovering in the middle of the air above the earth. You arrived, and after a little while of trying to wonder how you might get up, you were actually greeted by what appeared to be quite a competent wizard or sorcerer who invited you into what they called their dwelling or their house. Not that you could really call an earth moat too much of a house, but she does certainly seem to reside there and spend her time there, as there was some furnishings and everything like that. You spent a bit of time talking with her about your quest quest and everything else that, I suppose not everything else that has been happening, but your ultimate goals and hers, whilst not exactly the same as yours, is quite similar. She is searching for what appears to be the same object. You now have a name for it, which is the Soulmonger. She has told you that it is in some city called Omu, which is lost to time and to the jungle out there. And outside of neither party really wanting to, extend a more pronounced offering of helping each other, she has offered you time to look around and use the heart as, I guess, a lookout where you've managed to fill in your map a bit more. And she has told you that when you guys are ready to come back to her, and she will create another dimension door to the bottom for you.
Right, but before we do that, there were two important things.
Yes.
One in your summary.
You're like,
that
yes.
Flask, we rescued the last time, but he is in a sort of catatonic state.
Yes, sorry. I wasn't sure if we had
We've got somebody
seen
watching
that,
right
yeah.
now, so
Yeah, okay, yes. Well, in that case, yes. We also figured out that the twin who was captured by the enemy goblins has it appears to have been tortured for days on end and healed back to health, and then tortured to the point where he's in almost, yes, a catatonic coma-like state, and any kind of restoration or healing or anything you've tried or been able to try has not turned up any results. With the new levels, who knows?
And the other thing
was
was that, like, before we go, I was talking with the rest of the people in the party, and I wasn't a part of any of that conversation because she's a haughty elf bitch, and only speaks in Elvish. But I wanted to at least get them to ask her, whether she thinks she could do something for him or has anything that could set us in the right direction. And to possibly broach the subject of sharing what knowledge she has about where this soulmonger thing isn't. Like, where has she already searched? So we aren't necessarily, going over where she already knows.
Yeah, and she's, even though you finished one discussion with her and everything, it's not like she's expecting you to, next time you see her, instantly leave her house or anything like that. You're fully welcome to go back and discuss. And like I said, although, she might talk in Elvish at you, she can't really speak with you. She will still, play the translator game and have a conversation with you.
Oh no,
she's
way too good for me. I mean, I refuse to even engage with those kind of people.
That's fine. In which case, we will leave it up to the other two tasks. But yes, as I'm not sure who would have heard when Fraser asked me about it, but pull you back onto here. You managed to open up, as I said, some more of your map, get a little bit more drawn in. And this big area over here that Big Smart referred to as a big water source of some kind actually appears to just be a very large basin with quite, it is a large river and forms kind of large lakes at some points, but it's definitely not, to the extent that he was kind of putting out. He made it sound like a ginormous, almost ocean-like lake. But yeah, it's very much less than that. A lot of over around here that I haven't uncovered because of trees still blocking the way. I will just have a look at my map and see what else you might be able to see. You would be able to see from this distance, you wouldn't even be able to hazard much of it.
Am I back?
I think
Yes,
so.
you are.
Yeah, I was having a little trouble.
So, was there anything in particular people wished to? Riot has said that, or if you ask about Flask and where she has been in her search for the Soulmonger.
Are we in the room with her at the moment?
No, you guys are currently on top of the earth moat next to the tree. You've kind of spent, it'd take at least, 10, 15 minutes to draw in to your map and everything. It takes a little bit of time because you guys are, it's your only real map for the area. You guys are taking time to make sure it's well done, or at least Riot is, I believe, is the one mainly doing the cartography.
Gentle, my girl. Gentle. Sorry, people.
So good.
I mean, I'd certainly be helping where I could.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, besides asking that, I don't personally think there's really much we need to do up here.
Well, that's fine. We will go down, have the last discussion, and you guys can get teleported away. We're on the other side, Greg.
Yeah, I see that. I just seen it now.
Oh, who's that third one up there with you guys? Oh, no one. Kidding. There's no one up there with you guys. I'm trying to move you all at once, Greg. Fuck yeah.
My bad.
Broke everything.
So, yeah, just bring you guys in together this way.
Oh my god.
So, she would speak to you as you walk back in. So, have you had a look? Have you seen what you wish to see?
So Roland's gonna take this one for us, Bart. Suss the daughter.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view up there.
It is peaceful at times, at least.
I may have forgotten to ask a couple of questions while we were talking earlier. Your friend over there that only speaks common, he pointed that out to me as I was telling him what you were saying. We have a friend who is... They've been tortured, like, very badly. They've been, like, attacked and then healed and then attacked, and they're a little bit comatose. Do you know anything or anyone that might be able to help in that situation?
Honestly, no. My expertise in magic is a bit more in the final stages. If they end up dead and not consumed by the curse, I could possibly bring them back, but living things aren't my forte, as you were.
And my friend there also pointed out that when you said that you've been looking around for the lost city and haven't found it, that I probably should have asked that where have you looked around for it? Because if we can find out where it's not, it might help us on the search for where it is.
I know it is not to the north, at the very least. If it was, it would have been found many years ago by some other adventurers or another. I believe it would be to the south somewhere. If you know, calling it as you guys look at your guys' map, with the south being to the bottom. Oh, there is a compass on the thing anyway. Never mind. I've just heard people refer to Nyanzaru as being to the south of Chult, and I'm like, what? But yes, its exact location, I haven't the slightest, faintest clue of. If I had even a general direction to head, I might consider it, but without at least that much, it's a lot healthier to send others.
Understandable.
Out of character, have we asked her where she's mapped out? Thing
Just
you
Just asked her where she has already looked or where she knows it isn't, and she said she's pretty sure it wouldn't be to the north.
Have you at all mapped any of the area you have looked around?
Art and pictures aren't really my thing. I'm more of a words person. In short, no. I do not have any maps, sorry. I tend to only go where I need to go, and if I need to go somewhere, I usually know enough about it to get there. Is there anything else, or do you wish to go back to the ground now?
I cannot think of anything else. How about you, Jake?
At that point, with another click of her fingers, another scroll appears, which she reads out. And a swirling vortex appears before you.
Is it another dimensional door?
Yeah, it's the same as she used to get you guys up there. Or as far as you can tell, you can't see an exit.
Well, I will thank her very much, and then I guess I'd walk through.
And you would step out and drop probably about 3 feet and land possibly on your feet, possibly in a clump. Not enough to do any damage or anything.
Yeah.
But you'd look up and
drink.
actually see Big Smart standing there. You're probably a good
That's it.
300-400 feet away
I think
from.
I'd land on my feet.
You don't like it?
Yeah, you would. You'd probably be a good 300-400 feet away
But
from
it's orange juice.
the kind of crater area where the earth moat had been
Okay.
ripped out.
Try some more.
Yeah, very big smart.
Right, try some more.
Hi. So it go good then?
Oh, shoot.
Are others coming?
Yeah.
Um,
At some point, I'd give a
I'd-
nod to her to sort of
I'd-
curt nod, step through the portal as well.
The nod you'd get back wouldn't be exactly
I'd hope so.
dismissive, but it wouldn't be exactly a gracious, hospitable host either.
Oh no, I understand.
It's kind of in the situation she's kind of seen you as, not to put the tag slave on it, but as the elf's slave.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And then I would assume Jake would follow through too.
Yeah, whatever you said, and some. Yep.
And yes, you guys would be, again, both of you would also fall out a few seconds later, and drop about 3 feet. You can try and roll a dexterity to catch yourself, but if you don't, you land in a heap without taking any damage anyway. But
Sure.
it's for coolness styles.
Let's see how
Coolness
cool I
factor.
am.
Kind of want to just see Jack clang to the ground.
Not as bad as I wanted to see you.
Oh, did I have to roll a?
No, you don't.
No.
You don't have to. It's just you step out of the portal 3 feet above the ground. So like you might land on your feet, you might land on your back, but either way, it's not going to do damage to you.
I land on my head.
Oh no.
Okay, 120 pounds of extra weight landing on your head on top of your body. Yeah, that might do some damage. So yeah, how go? Did you find anything? She not seem exactly nicest, but she not seem like a big bad evil either.
Honestly, that's a pretty good question. She didn't even want to talk to me in the common tongue, or talk to any of us.
It's just an elf thing.
Yeah, it most definitely is an elf thing.
I mean, I not deal with too many elves, man. Mainly Roly Boy, but yeah, most seem kind of better than the rest of everything.
Yeah,
What have you done to your controller?
a little pretentious, but even still, we did find out a little bit about what we're looking for.
Oh,
And of course I'd tell Riyadh what she had said about the other things.
yes.
Well,
Yeah, like generally, especially in worlds like this, when there's people who don't speak languages and stuff, especially common languages that you'd find everywhere, it's not uncommon to see the people who can speak it kind of like, muttering to translate as it's gone on. So like during the conversations, he'd be able to get, the odd occasional bit of information off you guys to keep up with what's happening, and then you fill him in on the finer details later.
okay. Well, we've got a name
Unless,
for
of
the
course-
thing that we're looking for, and we've got a direction of where it isn't.
Well, that cut down where you need to look, I guess.
Certainly better than what we did have.
Well, no shinies or anything for you though.
Not really. It was someone's house.
I didn't really get the impression she was giving out shinies.
No, neither, honestly.
So Big Smart, in all your time in the jungle, have you heard anything about a lost city?
No, not really. Or, I mean, the big ones are the people like him, and he points at Riyadh. But the ones that live around here, they have plenty of settlements and towns and villages and stuff. People try and start, but then dinosaurs or big stompers and other things come along. It's not nice place to live if you're not already living there.
Yeah. Big Smart, this area with all these undead around here, the zombies or whatever it was you call them, have they always been here?
As long as I know, I mean, I'm old for a goblin, but not old for lots of lot of other peoples. Like I know he lived longer than any of us.
Mm-hmm.
Points at Roland, but they here as long as I know, and probably as long as Quinn know. But we not keep long history of outside village. Like if things happen outside village, we don't really care.
Right. I was just wondering, she sort of didn't exactly let slip as much as she flat out told us, but she certainly has a necromantic bent to her in her magic, and while that in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just something to be aware of. And I was curious whether all the undead around here were more her doing or not.
I mean, there are a lot more undead around here than, say, in Jungle Moor, so maybe she has something to do with it, but she look young, even for long lives.
Maybe. Not that necessarily means she is young either.
No, of course not.
Wait, are you saying that I look old for a long life?
I mean, not like I don't know really. I'd not see too many long lives. Not like you. But you're the white hair and everything.
Roland, how old are you?
That just looks cool. I'm only 153.
Yeah, so he's still, rather young, but it's more of the drow elves. They look, I guess, what you'd picture an older human looking for an older elf to look. They're basically all grey ashen hair and the coloured skin and everything like that. I mean, other ones might dye
What's wrong with the white hair?
Nothing, but white hair in a lot of races signifies,
age.
And goblins
it's just
would
a good color
be
contrast to my skin.
Yeah. And goblins would probably have, quite dark hair most of the time, and then probably would still grow if they happen to grow old. Not many goblins would, if they happen to grow old, they probably would have grey hair and stuff like that as well. But I mean, your skin and everything, your skin would look as flawless as any other elves, because you are still by rights quite a young elf.
Flawless.
Still older than the other two old men, though.
Yeah.
But you kind of taking a look around now. You'd see that Big Smart had hidden in what seemed to be kind of a rocky outcropping from the ground that kind of created almost a shallow cave. Kind of almost looks like 4 fingers reaching out of the earth, and it was still able to see. You can see the earth almost in its entirety from where he's been sitting this whole time.
Mm-hmm. The thing was pretty interesting. The heart, kept up by magic. There's a large hollow tree on there, and they say the red blood is from iron, from metal that's in that hunk of rock. It's not actually blood.
Oh, well, that make a lot more sense than the tall one's silly god heart.
Well, there still could be a little bit of truth to that. She didn't seem to know how it got there like that. I mean, it's been here for quite some time. It would probably take some pretty powerful magic to do it.
That sounds a lot more like owl talk than me.
Fair enough. I just thought you may want some interest in it.
Not me particularly, no. Maybe one of the others at the village, but no. Can we use it to crush owls?
Likely only if they're standing directly underneath it.
Oh, well then, yeah, not too use for me.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But I kind of feel bad now. You kind of expecting, shinies and stuff from it.
Well, we were hoping for. I don't know if we were expecting it, but we did find something out about what we're looking for, like I mentioned, and that's good. Maybe not any specifics about it, but where to start looking.
Start is usually the best. It's the first step to finishing. Well, we still have a couple of hours of light left. Should we start heading?
I think we should. And
Yeah.
as we're heading back, I think it might be worth... We passed by a lot of these signs of the tribe of bacteria that used boars. I can't remember what they were called.
Yes, the stomping balls.
It may be worth stopping by their camp to talk to them about allying with you in your fight against the owls.
I mean, yeah, sure. I personally have nothing against them. They like to fight as well, so I mean that's a plus for me.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we did say we were going to try to do, was try to get some of the other clans together to band with you, and we're already mostly in this direction.
Yeah, I mean the treks would have been, they were only a couple of days away from Yell Yard.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I
you're
mean,
still a while away from them,
right,
from this direction. Yeah. But with that, he would start leading the way back to the forest, and we will time skip a couple of days, because the chances of you getting lost in what is essentially open plains with a guide traveling towards, a direct set of trees you've already come from, pretty easy to find your way back. So we'll pull you guys back up to there in case you want to explore any of the jungle on your way back. And we will pick up with our first survival roll.
Yeah, sorry, I've got a screaming boy just in my ear, so...
So good. I can hear that. I will just direct the rolls at you, and you can throw the rolls. And with a 26, you're definitely not getting lost, so anyone can feel free to move. If you want to move to an unexplored tile, just ping it first so I can remove it.
Any bonuses for being a 26? No. Yeah, we'll go down. We're about to moving up.
Do we find the fountain of youth?
Do we go up or do we go down?
Just with the boars, weren't they more over this way?
I think so, yeah.
Directly here, I'm pinging.
Alright, so we're going up?
So I think we should go to this one.
If you guys would have marked it on the map, it would have been that square there, the green dot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mind
and
exploring.
I think we should
more.
head up that way.
Yep. Well, in that case, I will move that. And as you're traveling throughout the day, you see these kind of they're definitely not natural structures, but they're not structures either. They're large mounds of dirt spanning over the entire area. The kind of forest has been cleared out in quite a large clearing to the point where it's the full 10 miles with some to spare and everything. And they're just these large mounds of dirt that kind of create these rolling hills that you've got to kind of snake your way through and around. It's not compacted, it's quite soft, and if you tried walking up them, you'd kind of be half scrabbling. You'd get to the top and you'd probably sink in up to your ankles or something like that in the soft earth.
Does it look natural? Because I mean that doesn't sound natural.
I mean, it looks like it's been made by something, but not by people. You wouldn't be able to guess what. Maybe something shifting up and out of the ground or into the ground or something like that. Not necessarily, belay tracks or anything like that, but possibly something akin to a belay, how it burrows into the ground but still leaves the ground there and not an actual tunnel to travel through. Yeah,
Do we
kind
have
of.
any way to dig?
Could I, before we actually start digging into it, could I hazard any kind of guess as to how old it is? Like how long it's been?
Some of them are really fresh. Some of them would be a lot more compacted, and therefore you would assume a lot older, either by rain or things walking over them and everything like that. They'd be all varying states. You wouldn't be able to say this one was made 2 hours ago, this one was made a week ago or something like that. But some of them do look pretty fresh.
Well, I would probably caution everybody to stay away from them as well as we're able to.
All right, I'll take that warning.
And continue on, I take it. Give us a perception each. And I will... Oh no, because we're rolling.
Oops. Wrong roll.
Yeah, you're not going to be persuading the darkness.
Some could argue that.
I was persuading nothings into the darkness's air.
I think the proper
storm...
protocol is to cast magic missile at the darkness.
Guaranteed hits. The storm that you are walking back into, you're kind of right on the outskirts of it, and you've decided to, try and find the point where it's not so heavy and everything, so you can not have to be doused so much for one last night before you truly brave the storm again. But whilst you had left a few days ago, there had been, almost a few weeks now of constant monsoon-like rain, with no thunder or lightning. The thunder and lightning has now started up and in quite a grand effect off in the distance.
That's not ominous.
No, not at all. But you wake up in the morning and continue your journey to the north. Give us a survival, Greek. Oof.
Lack of sleep does that, eh? Yep.
Yeah.
Of course it does, yep.
It would certainly appear so. So give me the perceptions.
Oh.
It's so good you guys don't have to worry about food and water, eh?
I know, right?
Well, when we get lost this much, yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Some good news about losing your way, though. The weather seems to be getting a little bit better. I mean, if you turned around and looked behind you, you might see that the storm is still raging in the opposite direction. But, you know, the way you're heading, the weather's nice.
Oh no, we're going backwards.
Give us those survival.
Here we go. Here we go. I believe high numbers.
Yep, that's good. So you pull yourself back on there and can move yourself one more time.
Where are we going, boys?
Back into the mounds.
Back into the mounds.
No, it's 2 squares.
Oh, it was two. So we'll be here, eh?
No, you were there, so you moved there.
Back into
So
the
do
mounds.
you like roll a random direction for us to go, or do you just decide?
Yeah, I kind of just like, yeah.
It's a D6. D6 with 1 being at 12. Perceptions.
This place looks familiar.
Riod, at some point during the night, find a pure white rose, just a single one growing out of the single stump you find. It actually seems really odd, yeah, because it's growing from the stump itself. Like there's no soil or anything. It looks as if the tree has been cut almost with, you know, a saw or something, and then the flower is grown straight out of the center of the stump.
Someone grafted a rose in a tree.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. I would probably call people's attention to it.
I mean, it would probably be during your watch.
I gotcha. I suppose the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think... Like, it's definitely just the one, correct?
Yeah, it's just one single pure white rose, no thorns or anything sticking up. Almost perfectly straight. There's a slight curve to it. But yes, it almost looks like an artificial rose. But it is sure as anything else growing that you've seen growing out of this tree.
Find out.
And I assume you wouldn't have picked it during the night?
I would not have picked it during the night. In fact, I would have, druid crafted a little bit to help it along.
Oh, that's fun then, yes. And yes, the as you druid craft it, the slight bend in its stalk would straighten up. And now, if you knew what plastic was, it would look almost exactly like a plastic rose.
Interesting.
Do you take it for sentimental value?
What sentiment?
It could be one later on down the track.
No, I wouldn't, certainly.
Well, give us a survival check and we shall continue on. Yep. Can move yourself. I assume it'll be to the north.
Hopefully it's to the north.
Where did I move that other token? I wasn't to delete it. Unimportant. I'm just saying, by the way, you guys have been really lucky with the random encounter rolls.
I mean,
it makes for really boring. Yeah, it makes for really boring gameplay as well in times like this. But at the same time, like, I know it's not the biggest chance ever, but I thought I would have hit at least once by now.
Throw one at us.
Maybe you should re-roll it.
No, don't worry about the rerolls. Just throw one at us, bro.
I mean, like I've said before, if you guys want to actually go out of your way for a random encounter, we can say you spend the day looking for an encounter, and something interesting might happen out of it, or it might just be a fight. But most of the time, when you're just traveling, you would try and skirt around, hot spots of activity.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to actively go looking, then by all means.
Yeah,
I
don't mind, the traveling through and all that stuff. I get that it's not always, constant action. I'm fine with it. But I mean, we're spoiling for a fight. We can go look for a fight too if you guys want to. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
as well.
I know we haven't had a decent fight in a couple of sessions, so if you guys are wanting a good random encounter, everyone can go make a quick drink or a smoke, and I'll quickly roll one up.
Sure.
That's
Sure, I'm keen for that. Actually, yeah.
Because Big Smart.
It's not wrong. We haven't had it.
Big Smart has been planning war. He doesn't like planning war. He likes being in war.
Right.
He likes the actual fight. He's also been traveling with you guys for a little over 2 weeks by this point. He's bored by this point.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll be back.
Just between me and Big Smart, we've worn you down and made you all want to fight.
Who, me? Or
no, Roland and Big Smart. We've worn them down.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out.
We've been complaining this whole travel. Oh, we need to fight something.
I think just everyone's been wanting to have a decent head one.
Mm.
Right. Let's get rid of some of
I never actually considered going out and looking for a fight as something you could do.
Yeah. I mean, it takes up a day of travel, but I'm happy with you guys looking for a fight if that's what you guys want to do, whether it's for grinding experience or just for the fight.
It's like running between the same two bushes for hours on end.
Yeah. I mean, on a somewhat larger scale, considering you'd have, 10 miles to run around in an entire day.
On a somewhat larger scale, because that's Pokemon physics, man. You can't just walk backwards and forwards and then expect someone to fight you.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about those mounds we're walking past. Would I think at all that they are burial mounds?
No.
Because to be honest, as a person, I don't really know any other reasons of mounds.
Really? You've never seen Jurassic Park?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
Have you actually not seen Jurassic Park?
I have seen Jurassic World.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
I've seen all the cool bits of Jurassic Park.
That's weird. like people saying they haven't seen fucking Star Wars.
Guess
Which-
what?
Jack hasn't.
I've still only watched like 1.5 Star Wars. Holy shit, it's raining. Done that for like a week. Did you watch that WandaVision?
Nah.
They did the thing that the comic book did.
Which one? Comic books did a lot of.
What was that?
Which one? Comics did a lot of things.
It was, everything around her she made.
Alright.
You know when she done. Was it Magneto that snapped her out of it in the comic books?
I can't remember.
Because she's Magneto's daughter in the comic books.
Now, let's see what you guys are going against, eh?
Yes, rolling for random things to fight.
Wilderness encounter. D100.
A D100. A D100.
Yeah.
That's a lot of encounters.
No, it's only one. I take the number and then compare it against the zone that you guys are in, and there's a chart here.
Yeah, no, they've made a lot of encounters. They made a lot of encounters to choose from. The D100.
Yes. No, not that one. You guys have already had that one.
Is there anything that runs towards the player and explodes? Because if it's a good game, it's got something that runs towards the player and explodes.
What's that?
Is there anything in D&D that runs towards the player and explodes?
We're gonna set ourselves on fire and explode! No, this one works. This one works really well, actually.
Get your Bible. Did you like that?
Yes. And a crutch trafficking. Grandma could put me to bed. I'll have Grandma put me to bed. I was about to have Grandma.
Well, Riley, it's only a 2-minute difference of when we normally do it. So I might as well just put you to bed.
No stress, Scrum. Take time. I might go smoke too then.
have a quick cone ski now, since it's going to be 5 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet.
Roger.
Calm down. We're trying to go to bed.
I'm trying to scare you.
I'm back.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Do you guys have those, like, I'm gonna not refer to them by their brand, but they're like little tubes, and inside the tube is powdered drink mix that's like perfectly allotted for, you know, a 20-ounce bottle or whatever.
No. I mean, we might have something, but
Things here, but
They're-
they're not called
they're-
like, Raro. It's like
We've got those. Those are more for a leader.
yeah.
Sure, yeah, I've seen like both, but the one I happen to have is like a 20-ounce one. And anyway, like the brand that predominantly sells them is called Crystal Light. So, you know, I at least refer to them as Crystal Lights and whatnot. But I made one of these Crystal Lights. I was getting my daughter to make it. And so she poured me the ice. She got me the ice, you know, from the fridge. She got me the water. And then she put the stuff into this, like, freezing cold thing. So now I got, like, this chunk of blackberry lemonade flavor stuck on the bottom of an icy cold cup that is just going to be disgusting to drink all the way through.
is it like fully formed solid on the bottom?
Pretty much. Like, it's going to be very faintly flavored. So I'm trying to, like, spin it around and stir it up with my finger. But it's just not working, really. Just not working.
Well,
I mean, I think there would be shops in New Zealand where you can buy that, because there are a lot of shops where you can buy American things, but
just
yeah.
overseas in general.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, you know,
I'm not.
they're tasty.
So yeah, I think
but-
I think that we do have come close to that as Raro would be Raro, because you could do that with Raro, like have an ice cold drink and tip the entire sachet into a 1 litre bottle and have it form on the bottom because you haven't shaken it up in time.
Yeah.
I've seen people making Raro by opening the packet and getting a glass and taking a couple of spoonfuls.
Yeah.
Oh well, are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I am ready now.
Yeah?
Well, after a day of searching, back and forth, kind of, you know, less concerned about the forward today and more concerned with the finding something to beat up on, maybe. But no, after a couple of hours, you would come across. I don't want to call it a clearing because it's not. It's still got the usual canopy of trees above it, but you find a more open area, and you guys want to put yourself down here
Mm-hmm.
on the south edge somewhere. And I will chuck Big Smart in, though he will likely die if he actually goes too hard.
Hopefully we don't kill Big Smart.
Hopefully, I mean, he is still technically your guide at the moment. But you would hear at this point, familiar moaning and shuffling of zombies on the other side of this giant felled tree. Again, not felled. It has been blown over in one storm or another, possibly even this storm, if you were to hazard a guess by the amount of dirt and it's still clumped in its root systems that have been upheaved from the earth. But this tree is massive. It towers, even on its side, towers over you guys, completely blocking the view of what is actually on the other side. So ignore that. I wasn't gonna put one line of dark vision and of dynamic lighting. But does anyone wish to do anything beforehand?
Magic armor.
Yeah, mage armor, thank you.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have this sinking suspicion there's a fight on the other side of this tree.
And as you're kind of like, steeling yourselves, preparing yourselves to try and get the jump on them, you hear.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, incidentally, Roland, it would have been really funny if you had rolled really high for that, because you hear, Alf, I know you're out there.
Fuck.
It's no use.
Come, face what you have wrought.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Someone fire an arrow at them.
Anyone want to step around the tree?
Someone
Can I
fire an
climb
arrow over the
on
tree.
top of the tree?
Yeah, I suppose you should.
Yeah, it'd take at least a dexterity roll or acrobatics roll to get up.
I'll take an arrow. and
I'll stand down here
Is
and
this? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll try and get up.
It would take a while. It would be very noisily, and with the rain and everything, includes a lot of scrabbling for proper purchase and everything on the trees. But you would, after a couple of minutes, manage to climb yourself up. You're standing a good 20 feet above the others, and you can see the group of undead in front of you, with one of them staring at you. This one that quite obviously looks different. He's staring directly at where you're standing, and at you. And standing there is a very mangled corpse. It looks burnt, and it has many, many puncture wounds. Giving people a second to let it click.
Yeah.
I think I know what I've done.
I would love, however, if like
So
after...
you are not such a coward.
Hey, everybody.
And with that, we will roll initiative.
So did you talk to Quaoth?
Yeah, he's not interested in conversation.
I was gonna say, I would love for us to be like, hey, we want to get in a fight, and then for us to try to talk our way out of a fight.
Whoops, that would have been great.
Initiative, right?
I will proceed to talk to him.
I mean, I don't think the pissed off corpse of something you left, a good 200 miles away is going to be too interested in having a chit chat with you.
You know how much he hated undead.
Yeah, you've now cursed him into being one. Well done.
Yeah, hopefully he's one of those ones that can't truly die. I don't want him to be undead forever.
I wanted to roll a really low initiative, but the game says no.
Everyone rolled.
Yeah, it's running. Roll 20 is running real slow for me.
Jake. The enemies, yes.
I
Can we swap
didn't
initiative?
remember your name.
Can we swap initiative rolls? Rolling?
I mean, you can't swap them, but you can say that you want to hold your turn until after something else's turn if you want. But no, you can't give your initiative roll to someone else. As great of a thing as that would be. The G.
I don't even remember your name.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I don't think I wrote it down. I mean, I wrote it down on a sheet of paper. I don't know where that sheet of paper is.
Does no one even remember the name?
It began with an
Guy you
S, I
tortured in a
believe.
pit. Yes, it did. It was Shaco, and yes, that is indeed who is standing in front of you.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I thought we had actually burnt him to the crisp to a point where he wasn't coming back.
No, like
No, we just scorched him.
yeah, no, like not that you can see it currently, but he's still very much the tangled or tattered mess of basically, a couple of scraps of flesh holding bones together at this point. But it's definitely him. But we will
Fucking
start with
bastard
Riod's turn.
goblins took my
Okay.
flasks of oil. How could they?
Oh.
If I had those, you know what I would do.
That's when you hope that Grim has something to like change Earth or something, so we can just open a pit underneath him.
Don't.
Hey, remember this?
Yes, pit.
Don't.
I've got grenades. Open up a pit.
We're going to start by doing Shillelagh, like we often do, as a bonus. Yep. And then for the actual, we're going to conjure wasps as a level 3 spell.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, but your mage armor, you would have had time to get up while the elf was climbing up.
Sounds good.
I think by the point that you were already preparing the spell, by the point that the elves directly been called out, even though you guys haven't been seen yet, I think you would have been instantly like, "Yep, mage armor."
I can't actually copy them, so I gotta pull 3 on. Oh, now it's working quickly. Yeah, and within 30 feet of me. That's good enough. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Sweet. Bringing it to his turn,
And
he would. Yes.
I was gonna say, let's see if they survive a full round.
Seeing you standing on top of the thing, he would give a growl and start walking towards this limb here that is formed almost a kind of ramp. It takes the rest of his movement to kind of clamber and step up onto it, and it would probably take him still the rest of another turn to get up to you, but he's definitely coming for you, Roland. His eyes
I wonder why.
Jake's turn.
You've got a lot of time to figure out what.
So how big this tree is? Is it how tall would you say it stands on its side?
Completely blocking you 20. What's that? From
How
what?
tall is it when it's on its side? Like, is
20
it-
feet. Roughly, not exactly 20 feet to the centimeter, of course, but
Okay.
This is a massive tree.
yeah, it's a bug tree.
So I'll take my movement. Move
Now,
up
how much of a drop to the ground is it?
20
I
feet.
mean,
20 feet.
yeah,
Sorry. I was reading through things, trying to figure out what to do. I wasn't paying too much attention.
I mean, like, if you spent an action as well, you could probably bring it down to like a 15-foot drop if you kind of like shimmied your way down to, the edgemost point, the lowest point before you've actually got to take the drop and everything. But yeah, it'd still be 15, 20 feet to drop down.
I'll cast Aid. It's a second level. That's how it works. And I'll touch Grim so I can see him. And would you allow it on Roland?
We've got a
That depends.
yeah,
Yep.
it's within 30 feet.
So I'll touch both of you two. And the spell says it all.
Yeah.
So that's +5.
For maximum and current.
Plus 10.
No, he cast a
Because
level
you
2.
plus two.
Plus.
I think you're on level 2.
Plus level 2. Sorry, I thought you said level 3. No, it was the bees that were level 3.
It's pretty handy because that increases like max HP for the duration.
Yeah. I wanted to get it up on the 3Bs, but they were too far ahead.
It's 8 hours too.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's not concentration.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. That's what I like about it.
Great buff boy.
Yeah, and then I'll move over by any of my turn.
So you didn't give it to Big Smart either.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, I'll tap him too. Yeah,
You- I mean,
he blended
to be
into the
fair,
map real good.
It's either yourself or Big Smart. You can't take both of you.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll tap my 3 allies around me. and then move over to Grim, and then my turn.
Excuse me.
I seem to have annoyed you. Would you like to take a number and put a complaint in the complaint box?
No, he would not. He would like to skin you.
I murmur something just under my breath, just so maybe Jake can hear it about haughty elves.
And this zombie, although it's not made of flesh, it is still very much alive and moving. Sorry.
I really hope this dude can't kill me as easily as he could have last time.
I'm pretty sure it's 12.
No, they got 13 armor.
Cool.
I can...
Big Smart's turn. 10, 20, 5, and he will eat one of his javelins at the nearest zombie. Actually, no, he wouldn't be able to. Never mind. He can't reach that far. He will just stay there. Roland's turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna do what I hope works pretty well.
It did not.
I don't think I've done anything yet. This one.
Again,
Monochromatic.
the Revenant.
Against the guy.
Shago.
Shago.
That is fine. That is a nice solid hit. I accidentally deleted his health.
I don't think I'm kind of standing on top of a tree. I don't think I can use the dodge action. Not dodge. The what's it called? Hide. I can't hide here.
So that's your turn.
I think so. Unless is it troublesome? Like, what type of terrain is the log? Can I walk further along it?
It'll probably be uneven terrain, so it'll be the half movement.
And would I be able to dash on it just to get to the end?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'll go down here.
Wait. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, because you got thinking. Oh, it's one zombie's turn. Other zombie. 10, 20, 30.
Shoot, I didn't roll for
and
these either.
same B.
Yeah, they might need initiative.
Yeah.
That one might not.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely hits. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah. Would you reorder initiative so that they show up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I don't mind if they didn't get a turn, that's fine, but...
I mean, yeah, on that first turn, actually, they didn't. Sorry.
Yeah,
but,
it's alright.
This other one can take its turn before you, obviously.
We will sting the one in front of it, and that is this one.
Solid hit. Minus 10, and it was a...
Nice.
And he does poison.
From poison.
It's your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and target this one with.
Don't forget it. Oh, does my spell activate on my turn to give the HP, or does it?
That's when you cast it.
Oh, right.
You know what? I'm going to target this one with Chill
which one?
Touch. The one that could get to me.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I believe 14 hit. Yes, 14 definitely hit.
Okay. And it has disadvantage when attacking me until its next turn. Till my next turn.
Fine. And Jake's turn.
All right. Just let me load back into the game. When it decides to load. There we go.
So I yell out to this guy, what have I done to annoy you, sir? I feel like there's a lot of anger towards me, and I'm not sure why.
The most infuriating thing you could possibly say.
I do a lot of asshole things.
Sorry. I'm going to see what the range of this spell is.
If he says something like, you burnt me to death, I'll just be like, you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down.
Can I see him from? Is he behind the branch, or has he just come down off it?
He's on it.
He's on it. Okay. Oh, let me see him. I'm going to use guiding bolt on him.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a hit?
Should be. Yes.
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 So 13 is a hit.
Yeah. Done?
No, I wasn't. I was going to 30 feet, move myself right in the middle of them, and turn undead, channel divinity. Oh no, that was hit. No, never mind. Yep. I am my team. I done that wrong.
Cool. Sorry, just messaging someone. Zombie's turn. He will move 10. Make his attack. Definitely miss. The Revenant will spend the rest of its turn, not to tell you what it is, but... Oh yes, and it will also look like some of the damage that was done to it. Oh wait, no, hang on. No, both Radiant. Never mind.
Yeah, it does damage. That undead can't heal from radiant, isn't it?
Yeah. Bring us to the wasp turn.
So I was hoping to hit a big number on him, but it kind of like.
Yeah, man, it stopped his healing.
It's still a pretty decent number.
13? Because he has pack tactics.
Yep. 13 is a hit on the zombies.
Okay. That was this one.
Yeah.
Minus 7 and Strength save. Zombo's turn. 10, 20, 30. Slam attack on this one here. Which is
The ghoulish. It's gonna turn out real good, trust me.
and next one on the same B.
Mm-hmm.
Also a miss. Roland's turn.
At this point in time, this seems like my best chance.
Just short
wait,
sword.
wait.
Yourself?
Wait, wait, wait a second. That's the wrong thing.
Oh, that misses.
Yeah, that was just.
I knew that was going to happen too. Really good roll go to a really shit roll.
I read short.
Is that all you're doing?
I think so.
Oh, Big Smart's turn. He will 10, 20, 5, and
Oh God, he's going in.
he's Big Smart. It's what he do.
Oh Lord, he can.
Reach 5 feet. He still can't actually reach them either, though. So he will just, use the. Is it defend action?
Dodge, I believe it's called.
Dodge. Yeah, the one that gives them extra defense.
Yep.
Yeah. And Spectral Wasp's turn.
Man, that is a really good idea, honestly. I believe the Spectral Wasp will dodge.
That is fine. That's disadvantage against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sweet. The zombie's turn. 10, 20, 30, and he will go and miss. Quite fantastic. And this one will use, this one here that's down will use half of its movement. Stand back up, move 5 feet, and roll a flat roll against your B, which hits either way.
Yep.
Bring us to the top of the order once more.
We will go ahead and just pick on this one right here. All right.
That is a
Yep.
miss. Oh wait, which one was it?
It was this one.
Miss.
All
And
right.
it's your turn.
I can't have a Big Smart taking any damage, so we will quarterstaff him, the zombie.
That is a hit.
Could have been better, though.
Could have been. But oh no, never mind. It's not that strong. That weak. Jake's turn.
Okay, it might help if I have my mark on first.
Yeah, usually.
Does that zombie get a reaction if I go near it?
Uh,
Reaction attack?
This one.
Yeah.
Not if you're moving, like if you're going around Big Smart to go up behind it, no.
Yeah.
It's only if
Yeah.
you move more than 5 feet.
Bang. Bang. And I'm gonna channel divinity. Is it? It's wisdom saving throws. Does it go against my wisdom saving throws or?
They make the saving throw, but it's against your spell save DC, I believe. So,
Currently sitting at 15.
oh, Revenant's out of it, everything else is in. So starting at the top and working left to right. And I will... Does it show the saves and... Has it been showing my saves and attack rolls and stuff for you guys?
It did the last time I turned channel undead. Turned undead.
Just because I usually keep the GM rolls on GM. But...
Like if you're rolling right now, we don't see that. I see that.
Oh, it saves it.
If you hit it from the NPC sheet, it shows it for everybody.
So them save it.
Yep. So 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 2 more. 1, 2. Yeah. So
The 2 save. The other 3 don't.
1. Destroyed. As this kind of wave of energy splits out from Jake, causing them to crumble. Some of them fall apart at the limbs. One of them just drops to the ground. Another gets blasted apart entirely. Bring us to this one's turn, who will take the opportunity attack from 1B.
Okay.
Which is actually a hit.
Is that a hit? That's right, zombies.
Zombies, man, they don't move quick.
Yeah.
Saves same guy. So it will go there, and it will make a slam attack against Jack, which I assume would miss.
Is it the attack? The 13? Yeah, it misses.
Bringing us to Revy Boy's turn, who will use this against his vegeanced one, Roland.
At least I'm very wise.
He says before getting paralyzed and falling 20 feet.
15 is not the easiest saving throw.
Especially with -2.
Paralyzed.
So, yeah, you kind of let your last arrow go, and his glare kind of works its way past the arrow, and you kind of just, still holding the archer's stance, just stop rigidly, and
Oh, can I touch that? Oh, no. Fuck.
odds or evens.
Even. Always.
And you fall off the tree. Drop down 20 feet,
How?
and because I can never remember the falling damage.
1d6 per 10 feet.
13, yeah. And take 5 damage. And are paralyzed for 1 minute. And then he will walk along the tree, stand above you, and get ready to jump down on your ass.
Roland, are you okay?
Silence.
Can paralyzed people talk?
Quiet. You can kind of exhale air and someone might hear the sigh, but talk, no. You have absolutely no control over a single muscle in your...
So I guess I say.
I mean,
Good thing is, though, you can't be affected by the second part of the spell.
Is that? Are you on death?
Second part?
Are you on death saves at the moment?
No, he's paralyzed. Like,
What is the second part of the spell?
the second part is after the minute it is the enemy is terrified, frightened. Oh wait, no, you can still be frightened. It's charmed in sleep that you have immunity to. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Was that your wasp?
That was it. Yep.
Yep.
Just positioning.
Zombie's turn, who will do much the same as the other one. Take its opportunity attack from the bee.
Mhm.
Oh, big hit.
Wow.
It's a big hit. They do well when they don't get one shot.
And strength save, which it makes, and then it will make its attack against you, Jay,
This one here.
which is a big old miss.
Yeah, a big on us.
Big old miss. Give me a... Is it a... Yeah, wisdom save again.
A wisdom save.
Yeah. Can I tap that?
Unparalyzed. You can't even... You watched as Roland dropped off the side of this tree.
I'm out of range as well.
And then you've seen the corpse of Shago like walk up to where you watched him drop, and now he's just kind of looking down on it, and you're still paralyzed, Roland.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I've got to be right up to them before I can use it.
Unsurprisingly.
Yeah. Big Smart will go there to get that tasty advantage, which he didn't even need.
What a boss.
And Wasp's turn.
Yeah, we'll just the one in the middle with like super advantage.
Yep, well, that's a definite hit.
Which I meant this one. I realized
Yeah.
they're both flanking.
No,
but yeah.
I figured you meant this one. There's more around it.
Right.
And it makes the save. Bring us to the other wasp's turn. Rinse and repeat.
Yep, which is a crit.
Yes. And that would well kill the zombie too. Wait. No,
No, please.
That's right.
It was
will
on a
drop
crit
it
though,
straight
and
away.
so it doesn't
No! I was
No,
hoping you forget
no.
about it.
Hold on a
Oh, no,
second.
critical hit. Yeah, no, critical hit.
Oh, it's a... oh, okay. Well, if you critical hit a zombie or someone like, or a creature,
Yeah,
does it...
if it's from radiant damage or critical hit, it
Oh, cool.
stops the undead fortitude.
Oh, yeah, no, my point still stands. I would hope you forget about it.
Oh, Riyadh's turn.
Hmm. Ooh. Is that concentration? No, but man, what are the odds that it's gonna do that? We're gonna come around because hopefully, they got that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
They look like they got that.
Surely
Not that
they
I
got
would
it.
know.
Man, and then we're gonna try to chill touch it, but I don't think it's gonna get him off of you, honestly.
10 necrotic damage on an undead.
In 5th edition, generally, that's okay.
Yeah. It does damage. It just can be healed back. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Jake's turn.
You know, it never crossed my mind to have some more radiant damage spells in the attack spells. Until
I know,
this
right?
point.
Imagine the whole
Until this
Warrior
point.
having all these spells.
Alright.
There's got to be the first cleric that doesn't use smite, though. Or is that paladin?
That's
think it's Paladin.
I believe.
Hmm. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, but hold on a second. Yeah, I'll use Healing Word on our rogue.
On who?
On
You don't actually have line of sight from where.
Yeah,
you're
you
I
don't.
don't have one of
Yeah.
sight. He's behind the tree. I'll just. Oh, man. Yeah. I'll attack the zombie here.
Plus,
I'm-
to
I'm-
be fair, Roland's taken like no damage. He's only
Isn't
taken.
he? I thought. Okay.
No.
Well,
Paralyzed was from Shago glaring at him. He
Looking at
looked
him,
in his
motherfucker.
direction.
He gave you the stink eye.
okay. Well, I'll take a the zombie here. 'Cause I can't. This one here. And stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the ground. I'm just going to gurgle. I still.
21 is a hit.
Yes, definitely.
And then I'll move.
And that would trigger its undead fortitude at least. 5 plus.
I must make a constitution save for.
Oh, which it fails anyway, so dead.
And I'll take movement. Here. I'll move down here. And then in my turn.
Bring us to.
I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming.
So everyone's just come over here to watch me get fucked up.
Yep. He heals, jumps down, lands basically on top of you, but we'll call it next to you.
Whoop.
And slams you twice with his fist, which I believe are with advantage because you.
Yes, and he is within 5 feet of me, so both also correct.
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh God.
So 2 crits. I'm not gonna have the extra damage do the critical damage though, because it's already gonna be 8d6 extra.
Oh God.
So 40, 52, 64, 66.
66.
Yeah.
That takes me down to negative 23. So not half.
Oh, 1 point. 1 point off of killing you.
1 point. Wait. Does aid count in
I'm
this
sorry.
situation? Because aid is what's keeping
Yes,
me
It counts
alive.
Yeah,
as
that's-
maximum, yeah.
So yes, that would have killed you without aid.
I'm
Thank you so much for the aid.
high constitution last time, that helped out a lot too.
Yep. And he would kind of just give a roar at that point, seeing you just instantly go limp at his body. You know, the second what quote unquote life is left in your body leaves you, the rest of your body goes limp and everything. And yes, he gives a roar, bringing us to Spectral Wasp's turn.
Spectral Wasp will attack.
Yeah,
Holy fuck, that was a lot of damage.
that does not hit.
Yeah.
Give me a death save, Roland.
I think you did actually save my life there.
Oh,
Oh,
flashbacks.
no, can I touch? Oh no, I can't. Fuck yeah, my bad. Oh,
If I
down.
took the extra crit damage,
So Roland's on one saving throw left. Big Smart would basically come peeling around this corner, 10, 15, and because I can't remember if it. Yeah.
Look at Big Smart. He does magic.
He does magic. What magic?
He was holding out on us
Yeah.
the entire
That's-
time.
It's Greg. He doesn't do magic. He's doing. I wanted him to tackle him, but it's not an actual set rule. He's going to grapple him instead. Does shoving knock them down?
I think it just
It's these
pushes
little-
them back.
It's these stupid side rules that I'm always confused.
Yeah, I don't think it's shove. I think it's push.
Yeah, knock it prone or push it away from you. So he will try and. So strength versus strength. There's Big Smarts. Oh. There's the ref. Oh. Oh. So you watch as Big Smart just kind of bounces off of him. Bring us to the next Wasp's turn.
well, I don't watch.
$17.
That is a hit. Minus 10 and which he doesn't he doesn't make.
Yay!
Next Wasp's turn.
Okay. Yeah, it'll have to go around. And that'll be its turn.
Your turn.
Gosh, I guess. Because one of two things can happen. Like, the second I heal you, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have to heal you. I don't think there's any other choice in this. But he's going to turn on you again. So it may not end well, but...
I can see exactly what's going to happen.
I could touch him with resistance on my next turn, so he gets a D4 on a saving throw if he ever goes down again.
Yeah, that may be what we have to do. I mean, we gotta try to take him out. That's the only...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you heal from 0, not negative 23, right?
I believe you do heal from 0.
Yeah, that's heal. Yeah.
So I'm not even like in Raging.
But I mean, I personally think it'd make more sense if you had to heal from the number you were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I wouldn't survive if I had.
We're gonna use the symbiotic entity. In bonus action, we're gonna healing word. We're gonna healing word maybe at level 2, I think. So you can get at
Does
least a
dying
little bit
get
more.
rid of the Barellas?
Yes.
And that'll be me.
Thank
Or at
you
least
very
I'm
much for
saying
the
it does.
healing.
I'm saying it does. I don't know if it actually does, but yes. In my opinion, this one would, because it's kind of used as a, it shoots the glare to try and get its target. At that point, once it's already got you unconscious at its feet, it just needs to keep stomping.
Yeah.
So that's a total of 11 to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
But you are still knocked down.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe stay down there.
You can still attack while prone, though, can't you?
You can, but I
Yep.
think you have disadvantage
Well,
on it.
Yeah, we're disadvantaged with range attacks as well. I mean, like, you're on the ground, you really can't maneuver around properly.
No, you're just at disadvantage for attacking. I'm pretty sure if you're prone on the ground, ranged attacks have disadvantage against you.
If you're within 5 feet of the creature that's on the ground, you have advantage. But if not, you have disadvantage.
Maximum number of hit points possible from each healing. How does that work?
So basically, if it heals 1d8, it heals 8.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll use it. All right. I'm going to. Next door to our road.
He would get an attack if you're going through the corner, or are you going right around?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have gone right around. Do I have enough movement?
But, yeah, that's why I'm just checking.
I'll have a look.
20. No, you do not have enough to go right around.
Do I take an attack from him then?
Oh, yeah, if you're wanting to cut through there.
Yeah, I'll take the attack.
He does, to be fair, a lot less damage against you.
He also has disadvantage.
Yes, he also has disadvantage. So
Yeah, he makes it.
does 16 hit you?
Oh no! He's at disadvantage. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Then I'll use Beacon of Hope. I'm rolling. Oh no! Wait a minute. Wrong spell. Yeah. No, you're Beacon of Hope. Yep, I'm rolling. Oh, it does it twice. I'm a little lagging at the moment for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then as my bonus, I'll use Healing Word on him. That works, doesn't it?
Yeah. So 4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Healing Word. With my bonuses from Disciple of Life as well. Oh no, yeah, from Disciple of Life. So that's an equal. That's another 2 of my spell.
So that's like 10.
Yep, I know it's 9. 9 on the 5.
That 5 should be an 8 because
It should be an 8.
it's not a roll.
Oh yeah. One D4 plus the spellcaster ability modifier. Does that add it in as well? Yeah,
No, you would have to
The
manually
I have to add it in
say,
myself.
you know, this. Well, instead of rolling, what it does is it does the maximum. So the maximum is 4. So it just does 4 plus 4 for a total of 8.
So 2 plus the spells level plus 4 plus your
5.
ability modifier. So 5, 9.
so that's 11.
Yeah. So you have double your HP now. Let's see if it lets you survive another attack.
Oh god.
I certainly hope so.
Oh, I don't want to kill your character. But at the same time,
So he has
One
advantage
of the
on me because I'm prone, but he also has disadvantage.
no, he would have stood up first. I was going to address that. He would have used his movement to stand up because it's not like he's moving anywhere anyway. Either way, I'm pretty sure any of those attacks hits you and wipes you.
Yeah, it's probably going to insta-kill me this time. Because what's the full damage?
Alright, so it's 24 from the extra damage, plus 10, plus 13. 23, 47. At least we're not gonna insta-die.
Am I not?
Oh,
Isn't 25 more than half?
yes it is. So,
We
you
wanted
particular
this
Rion,
to remember
everyone else
that.
kind of came running around the corner to watch and witness the end of it. You know, a couple of quick healing spells were put down, but no one was paying too much attention to the nasty standing back up, who the second Roland kind of opens his eyes to its fists again, just pummeling him. And his skull cracks, splits open, and Roland passes. Now let's just see, because I can't remember if... Yes. And as his final breath leaves his body, almost at the exact same time, almost as if he's blowing the corpse away, it starts crumbling to dust and disappears before everyone's eyes.
I killed the Revenant.
That did not go the way that I expected it to go.
Shit.
I killed the Revenant.
Well, we're gonna start with a gentle repose.
No rotting.
Oh God.
Do we have a diamond? I could bring him back if we had a diamond.
I love your enthusiasm, but no, we don't. Okay,
We did just meet someone who specializes with hunting.
that's right.
To be fair, she did say if they become dead, bring them back.
We weren't talking about me though.
So,
I never got to catch a fish.
the things We
Well, you
can.
caught many. Nothing, you know. No record-setting fish.
We can try to see the elf woman. Maybe she'd be willing to do something about it. It sounds like she can, or maybe she'll have. You said you could bring him back with the diamond.
Yeah, well, it's the only option we have at the moment out here. I reckon it's the other option at the moment.
Maybe she has one, or maybe she knows the location of one, or something like that. He'll be not exactly fine for the moment, but he won't be coming back as an undead for the next couple of days.
Right, with haste. We'll set off.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that. I was, my
I
daughter's having a bit of a
understand.
moment.
So I'm just gonna hang around and do corpse things.
yeah, do corpsey things. So we will call it a shorter session.
Mhm.
We'll call the basis of the session there. So we'll have some things to address. So we'll stick around for a little bit of time. I definitely was not expecting someone to full outright die with that, so
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for that right now.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, I've got to mention that I'm moving on the 20th. So this week, the entire of this week and next week, I won't be able to play.
Okay.
So we'll still be keeping it for the same times and everything once everything's settled back down. But yeah, because obviously you guys are now short your double watch man. You're got more to carry with less to carry it. We've got So moving from there, I will just out of characterly and everything say, just because I know you guys shouldn't let it change what you decide to do in character and everything, but there is no form of resurrection short of Nanny Poo Poo, and her thing is by no means permanent. So I would suggest, Fraser, start thinking and rolling up a new character.
I was actually going to say, did you want to give me a character sheet just in case these guys decide not to revive me or anything?
I will give you a character sheet. You can roll it at level 5, and we will work it in next week or the week after, whenever we play next. But that being said, explore the inside the game things. We might find a way to work it around if people want to keep rolling around, in particular, and Fraser wants to keep playing and everything. But mechanically, for the module, once a character dies, that is them dead. And it is also, I do want to stick to that somewhat, for the fact, I warned you guys when you came out and into the jungles that death is going to happen, and it is an eventuality, if not possibility, or possibility.
I definitely know that Jolt is a dangerous place.
Yeah.
This is like when they do the big group thing, that they get like 20 spare character sheets just lying around because you're bound to lose at least one character.
And there you go. You should.
Would I have survived those attacks from him if I'd have tanked them?
Yes, because
if he was attacking you.
Yeah, and the reason why it was so damaging was because it was a revenant, which are vengeful spirits. They have the vengeful glare, which can only be used against their target, which is Roland, the elf who, as far as Shago was concerned, tricked him, brought him out into the jungle to torture and kill him. That's as far as the spirit saw it.
That's not as far as he saw it. That is exactly what happened. He saw the situation right.
But it also does the extra 4d6 damage on its attacks against those things. Like, those attacks against anyone else would have, it would have taken him 3-4 turns of whittling you down and everything. But because it was Roland, and because Roland kind of just, put himself into a situation where he was able to get hands on easily.
Yeah, I was about to mention, bro. Like,
I was gonna blind him as soon as he got close. I was honestly gonna blind him as soon as he got close, but he was like, "Oh yeah, nah, I'm just gonna paralyze you."
Paralyze you with a DC 15.
Yeah.
Of the one stat of one of the two stats, which I've got a -7.
But to be fair, it's mechanically, versus one person, it's meant to be terrible. But versus literally anyone else in the cosmos, that Revenant would not have done that sort of damage. It was just because that was his target. But yeah, he would have been following you basically like, a week after you guys killed him, he would have raised again and then basically set out on his journey after you knowing exactly. You might have ran into him now, you might have ran into him in the middle of it.
Man, I'm also kicking myself because there was something I could have done to keep you alive. I could have gaseous formed you.
Oh, can you put that on other people?
Yeah, I believe so. Isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a touch. It's a willing.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it would have given you, like, resistance.
I was more like, why is everyone so focused on the elf that dies constantly? Like, let him be unconscious and deal with the threat that's directly above him and has only had eyes for him. Don't revive him just to get smacked up.
But it's the rogue.
He got the joy of double killing his target. He was like, hey, I basically killed him once. Hey, you guys brought him back for me. Thanks.
Oh.
You think the torture Flask went through was bad?
Oh, rough stuff.
Well, not gonna lie, I learn new things every day when I play this game.
Yeah, that was a turn of events.
Wouldn't have even mattered if he was in range of the turn, because I'm pretty sure a Revenant has turn immunity, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Turn undead.
Yeah.
He can't be turned.
So yeah, even if you had like rocked up and instead of doing your heal on roll and you'd done, turn undead or something like that, it just wouldn't have affected him.
Okay, you see why like I said, you learn new things.
Hey,
I didn't know that. I know that now.
Oh, and all that taunting would have just pissed him off more.
Oh,
Hey, he died happy.
that's the best part of it, is that we were talking smack.
Get to
I was talking so much shit.
You were talking so much right up to the point when you got paralyzed and couldn't talk anymore or ever again.
When I was still paralyzed, I was trying to talk smack, but it was just coming out as gargles.
Yeah. Hey, Fraser, think of it this way though. At least you didn't have to wait a week with bated breath.
No, I just got insta-killed.
Oh.
At least it was something I could have legitimately done nothing about.
Yeah, you could have come behind us, bro. You could have stood behind me and then like done your rogue stuff.
if you not even gonna lie, if you held the heal action until after his action.
I don't think like any of us standing in front of you would have stopped him. He was like angry for you.
Yeah,
He
but
wanted
like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have attacked you as well. Like, you weren't like dead.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah, and if you had like
I was as good as dead. I rolled a crit fail, and I was one fail off.
Sure, but I'm saying if
there was really nothing I could have done in
healed
that
you, he
situation.
would have gone after you anyway. Like, even mostly dead, unconscious on the floor, he would have just tried to finish it. I'm pretty sure.
No, he was dead set. Like he did. Like he disappeared after I died.
Yeah.
His unfinished business was finished. He had no worries about you whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he would have if people had been more worried about his existence, but people were more focused on keeping you alive, and he was just like, well, no one's going to attack me. I'm going to finish my duty.
Now I'm going to decide something.
Yes. But, I mean, it was a very much shorter than we usually have session, but it was still
Yeah.
an
Expected.
okay romp, even if it didn't end the best for one of you guys.
That's the other funny thing is that we wanted this. We were like, yeah, let's fight something.
We're not looking for this.
We didn't expect to run into that, man. Super juiced.
No,
Now, did you actually roll that, or did you see that and think that was an awesome idea?
I
Can you be
rolled.
honest?
I rolled one which is like right next to it on the chart, and the one next to it on the chart just didn't make sense for this area or anything. So I'll go with the undead. And then I saw what the Revenant was, and I was like, hey, I can have that be Shago.
Mhm.
So I chucked Shago back at you. But yeah, like it's only a CR5. I mean, I say only, it's not an easy thing, but at the same time, you guys were 3 level 5 adventurers with a hireling with you guys, so you guys should have been able to do it without that effect. But at the same time, at least the party doesn't need to worry about running into them again.
It's true.
The funniest thing is that fucking the fucking it's like I hope he doesn't kill me as easily this time. Last time he killed me with he put me down with 1 attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time
And then this time he put me
in the
down
tree.
with 1 attack.
But yeah, I didn't adjust the Revenant at all. It's all base stat. I was going to, if you guys had beaten it this time, I was going to, next encounter, give it a bit more of a buff, and then ultimately have it possibly even, a side end game.
Is that how
Possibly.
Revenants work in D&D universe?
Yes and no. Like, yeah. Until their target's dead, they keep coming back. They will reform. And
Oh, right, yeah.
But because
they've got this ability, it's like they just inhabit another body.
yeah, but with having finished his quest, he doesn't need to come back to life anymore.
You know how I said I hope he's one of those ones that don't properly die? Then I found out he was a revenant.
This session shall be called "Learn What or Careful What You Wish For."
This is definitely the definition of careful what you wish for.
But
And you know what's so funny? It's like so the bro walks into the lounge and he's like, reap what you sow.
yeah,
Oh my god, okay. Right.
Oh yeah.
because I was like, I can throw Shago back at them. I'll go rub it in Greg's face 2 minutes before I throw it at them. See if he puts it together.
Which I
I
never
put it
did.
to the second you said charred. Because
Yeah.
he knew I was there, so I was like, "Who the hell could this possibly be?" Like, and then I got up on top of the tree, and it is like charred. It's like, oh, there can only be one person. It can be.
Yeah, that was the funny thing. I saw you roll the stealth roll, like literally as I was getting ready to say that he calls you out, and I was like, I would have laughed if that was really high, because it just would not have mattered. He knows where you are.
Yeah, well, you were like, "What do you want to do to get ready?" So I was like, "Well, what do I want to do to get ready?" I'm stealth. Duh.
Yeah.
Any thoughts of what you're gonna roll in the meantime?
I'm a little bit at a loss at the moment. I would be happy for suggestions if you have any ideas of what might be a helpful addition to the party.
Yep, I can give you a handful of ideas of people that might be helpful to the party, actually.
Yeah.
Is one of them not a dead person?
Oof.
Yeah, none of them are dead people. They're all the ex-guides that you guys
All the
didn't
ex-guides.
They died? No. Okay. I think you
Well,
should
no,
be a
you know.
goblin, Batiri.
take. I think that would be pretty cool. Take over
If
Big
I-
Smart.
If I became a guide, does that mean I have all the knowledge they have?
I would share some of the knowledge with you, yeah. I'd let you know what, like, if you chose one of the Chalk guides and everything, I'd let you know game and everything, and then let you, I mean, everything about the character would be your character and everything. I'm not gonna throw one of the pre-gens at you and be like, play the pre-gen how Wizards of the Coast want the pre-gen to be played. Like, no, it would just be the factor of,
You
unless
see,
it was,
I don't know how Wizards of the Wizards of
Yeah,
the Coast
exactly.
want the pre-gens played.
But yeah, I mean, Yeah, you can take a guide, you can take a goblin, you can make it an entire new character, and I'll throw them in somehow.
But
That's
yeah,
the
does
easy part,
anyone
really.
have any actual ideas of what might be a good idea? Should I go
Sorry,
martial? Should I go wizard?
Yeah,
Should I
I'm
go
you
magic
research-
martial?
but I wouldn't have no clue whatsoever. I'm still trying to work on my first character.
Not to tell the party its composition or anything, but yeah, I really think a wizard or a sorcerer or something would be good for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you were already the tankiest out of the actual party besides twins, not to call, the twins are part of the party, but they're not players.
Mhm.
But, you were still one of the tankier ones, but the other two are still tanky and have options, but you guys don't have real ways to deal with magic itself.
There is maybe someone I'd like to resurrect from a different game, but I don't think they ever got to level 5, so they'd be a bit more powerful than they used to be.
Is it your sorcerer from Mild Game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demikos.
I mean, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean,
I'll be happy to see it.
you and me can talk throughout the week for that anyway.
I'm not sure if it'll be the exact same, but it'll be heavily inspired by.
Yeah. Heavily inspired by the heavily inspired by.
Yeah.
Because wasn't he also a tiefling like the actual Demikos from fucking Neverwinter?
First of all, I didn't even know about. Well, I hadn't played Neverwinter at that point.
I know.
and yes, he was, but also it was one of the just tiefling names in the book.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have a smoke and then do some Viking shit.
I'm gonna go Viking shit.
Yeah, man. I've been playing Valheim. It's actually fucking awesome.
It's been
You
pretty
and your
popular.
Fucking computer with more than 1 gigabyte of VRAM.
But yeah, everybody, it's been a good session. I'm so very sorry one of us had to die.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen soon.
No, it had to happen.
Yeah.
It was going to happen sooner or later, and honestly, I kind of had the feeling it was going to be rolling.
Yeah, really? What gave you that feeling? The fact that I went down in every encounter?
Yeah, pretty much.
But we made it 16 sessions in before somebody died, so that's pretty good actually for Chult.
Yeah. Considering, most people have finished Chult by now and been through 3 characters. Apparently, if you're fucking following the rules in the book.
What, really?
I mean, yeah, like we've talked about before, the actual module, if you run it by the rules, you've got essentially 2 months in Chult before Syndra dies.
Yeah.
You've got, encounters being rolled 3 times every day, while I've only been rolling for you guys once a day and once at night. This module done by the book is not designed to be finished unless you basically know the cheats for this module. You need to min-max your party, you need to find the right guides, the right encounters, have everything just fall right into place.
From what I've heard, it's definitely the one that there's a right way, quote unquote, to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
you were to do it by the rules.
Isn't the proper way to do it just get Iku and she's already been to the city? Or some shit like that? Don't you just get Iku, the guide, and she's already been to Omo?
One of them, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But where's the fun in just knowing what to do?
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah, get the shady guy to choose the shady guides and then die. So the rest of the nice party is left with the shady people.
they've been real good to us thus far, to be fair.
They've actually been awesome.
But yeah, if you've been watching, thanks for watching. You haven't been watching, should have been watching. Hope you all have a great day, and peace out.
Sweet.
Bye-bye now.
And yes, you're right, she is one of the only ones that knows the location of Omu.